Stick around with me to unbox my new guitar. What's going on out there, everybody? Are you having as good a day as me? I doubt it. It's new guitar day. This is not going to be a review, an in-depth demo, any of those things. It's going to be a quick unboxing video. Not a big fan of unboxing videos, but apparently you guys are. So give the people what they want, right? So this will literally just be me taking the guitar out of the box, my first impressions, what I think about it, and a few quick sounds. I'll have a more in-depth demo or review, whichever way you want to look at it, in the future on my channel. So this is a good time to say two things to you guys. First, this was bought with my own money. This is not a sponsored video or a paid promotion in any way. And second, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe. It'll help keep this humble little channel going, and it'll help make sure I can keep bringing you guys free lessons, gear reviews, demos, and pretty soon some live streams. Let's get into it. Now, one thing I will say is I am a little bit nervous about one thing, and that is the fretboard. If you guys have kind of been following the channel at all, then you may have seen I reviewed a couple of Telecasters this year. I reviewed an Affinity and a Bullet Telecaster earlier in the year. So the Bullet Telecaster had the, I guess you'd call it, rosewood alternative, right? Which is Indian Laurel, which is the same fretboard that's going to be on this Classic Vibe. A little bit of candy from Sweetwater, right? Once again, not a paid promotion video in any way, but I do use Sweetwater. They're the best. Take it from somebody who's bought a lot of gear over the years. As far as online retailers go, the online experience, the customer service, Sweetwater's great. Ooh, looks like we got a Pro Gear catalog. I'll look at this later. Boy, I do want one of those Supro Delta King amp. Anyway. So this is something new that I've never seen before. Looks like they have a stamp on the outside. I can't read all of it, but it appears that it says something about the wood inside. I'm guessing it's a CITES thing because there are some numbers that look kind of like legal code right after it. Just kind of interesting. I've never noticed that before. I can see it. Okay, so first we have a neck pillow. Not funny. This episode brought to you by the letter H. Not funny either. Okay, first thing I'm seeing is kind of our goodie bag. Now, another thing about Sweetwater, you notice this piece of tape says Sweetwater Guitar Gallery. If you buy a guitar over, I believe it's $300, it goes through their inspection process, and it is an inspection process. Some people get confused. It's a 55-point inspection. It is not a setup. That's a separate thing. But it goes through their inspection process, and they take some close-up, high-resolution, big pictures, and when you buy the guitar, they send you some copies of those, some digital copies of those pictures, some killer photo work, so you can kind of share with your buddies, Alright, so here we have our little goodie bag, I guess you'd say, although you don't get too many goodies, I don't think, with a guitar like this. I will say the Affinity and the Bullet came both in similar packaging, and this packaging is very different. And this was not in either one. Alright, so it looks like we have a little welcome, little manual, and we have a little thing about adjusting our truss rod. And we have a thing about not throwing it away. Wasn't planning on it. We have our trem arm. Pretty important for some people, the Strat, right? And we have our 2 wrenches to adjust our truss rod and our action. And it comes in a little sleeve. I'm just seeing in the packaging and stuff just a little step up from the Affinity and the Bullet, if that matters to you at all. Alright, I can see it. Got some more protection on the headstock. Also, this was not the case with the 2 lower line Squiers. Ooh. Beautiful. God, that's annoying. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, the first thing, for some reason, my eyes noticed was that the saddles appear to be intonated. Now, it might not be dead on, and chances are, even if it was intonated well, things may have kind of moved a little bit because it was a brand new guitar and it did come from the Midwest. That being said, once again, a step up from the lower line Squiers. They ship literally with the saddles all in a row. So first impressions, this color is absolutely beautiful. One of the reasons why I'm kind of reviewing this is because Squier has made some changes as of, I believe, 2019. And actually, I'm noticing now a significant change. This says crafted in Indonesia. And as of filming this, when I was researching this today, all classic vibes, according to everything I could find on the internet, were now being produced in China. So maybe this is an even more recent change, or maybe they're doing what they used to do long ago and kind of drawing from both production lines. Okay, just checking real quick to make sure there's no defects. And like I said, this is going to be a fairly quick video, just unboxing and a couple of really quick sounds. I'll have a more in-depth review coming up on my channel, and then in the future, after I get used to it and kind of decide how much I actually really like it, I will have a longer term review. I did the same thing with my Squier Affinity, and I found it useful because after a while there usually are some changes that are made, typically by picky players like myself. So let's hear a couple sounds and I'll wrap this video up, and I'll do, like I said, more in-depth demos and reviews later. Now real quick, also before I start the playing, I mentioned while I was opening it that I was worried about the quality of the fingerboard because it is Laurel. Well, this Indian Laurel fingerboard is miles above the lower level Squier equivalents. Those were kind of dry and porous and opening cracks. And this one is beautiful, actually. Real quick, one last thing before I get into the playing samples. As I was tuning it up to get ready for the playing samples, of course, I had a chance to feel the tuners and kind of look closely, and this is a beautiful guitar. The tuners feel great. There's nothing wrong with them at all. They feel great, high quality. The nut is a bone nut and it appears to be cut great. Like I said, I'm going to have a more in-depth review where I'll actually take measurements and let you guys know in that one, how it comes from the factory, so you guys will know what to expect as far as setup work or anything like that. But like I said, trying to keep this short, so let's hear a couple sounds. Just sounds like a great Strat should. I'm just going to run through all the pickup positions for you guys real quick, and if you want to hear more, check out the other videos. Here's the neck. I haven't measured or anything, but the action and everything seems to be right on, and it's playing like an absolute dream. I just can't wait to change the strings. Neck and middle. Middle position. Bridge in middle. And bridge. Alright Alright guys, like I said, this is a quick just unboxing and a couple sounds, so that's it for this one. Like I said, if you want to see more on this guitar, I'm gonna measure everything to tell you exactly the specs that it came. I'm gonna set it up, all that stuff, come back and play some in-depth sounds for you guys, let you guys know what I think, let you guys know if I found any issues in a super, close-up inspection. So that's about it. I'm anxious to get the plastic off this thing, get it set up, and get to really playing it. So